Answers are coming from this end. What happened to this end? Are these newcomers or school fees defaulters? Eh? These are what? This is the wing for the candidates. You know how candidates feel special when they are in P7. Yes, they are going to go to senior 1 and become Basin banners. This is how this wing is feeling. Which one was the third one here? Which one was the third one here? Value, emotion. The objection triangle. Now when someone says an objection, it's up to you to go and find out or to scrutinize to know what bit of the triangle it's coming from. If it is coming from a point of trust, a trust point of view, it means if you're going to answer the objection, this person is asking for what? Asking for what? Asking for what? He wants to see if he wants to trust you more. So what does he look for? He looks for more of your credibility. He looks for more of your what? He looks for more of your confidence, but without arrogance. Sometimes I also get caught up by this same statement. There is a thin line there, confidence and arrogance. Nagula because I'm overly confident. Oh, Nagamba, Musawa, go, you'll get away. Check it out, and Piseo as a kalai. So for the trust factor, he's looking for more confidence without what? Arrogance. What is he looking? He's looking for what? Commitment to your statements. Yeah? Can you recommit to what you said? Or check it. Commitment, or call it coherence of information. You get the point? That's what they're looking for. Can I trust you? You get the point? Hello? What we take it? Chabanonya. Whichever thing is coming from the logic bit of view, what are they looking for? They're looking for what? They're looking for statistics, logic, statistics. Reasoning. They're looking for calculations. Return on investment calculations. Logic. You understand? They're looking for that. What? That's what they're looking for. Statistics. They're looking for data. They're looking for what? Reassurance. This is all we are doing here is reassuring. But how are we doing the reassurance? Because we have said that when someone objects to you, they're simply looking for their clarity, confidence, and reassurance. That is what we are doing here. Or if someone states a trust kind of what? Objection, and then you answer it with logic. Abadala kumanya credibility yo, ayakumanya kwongera omukakase kyova okwogera okiddemu bakishufu. Edega ino dinamponya mu weeks 2. Oshegedde. Nsobola okwesiga dinamponya mu weeks 2 nodda mu bino. Oshegedde. You understand? They will basically not buy through because you have answered the right objections, giving the right. You have responded to the objection. But you have not really given the appealing what? Answer. Because you fail to understand which part of the triangle the objection is coming from. You understand? You're looking for statistics, data. This is where you do the graphs. You tampering or you are approaching the objection using logic. Because that's what they're looking for. I'm going to give you examples. You understand more. Then emotions. What are you looking for if it's emotions? Pardon? 1 year? 1 year? What will it benefit of them? Get the point? What may happen, occurrences, what will happen if they don't take that decision? You understand? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Example, chikati. Kale kansoke mbanyumize ka story. Then my example. bameka abali babadde ku online n'olaba restaurant empya o akafa akapya ne weesuubiza nti ogenda kagendamu. Anyone? It happens to me a lot. I'll visit this place. I'll go there. I'll go there. I'll go there. And it's always on my mind. And what do you do when you say you'll go there? You go and look at the menu, the prices of those things, so that you will afford. And when this guy opened up YPA and Nyamachoma in Ntinda, I told myself I'll go there. So I was looking through the pictures of that of that place, the swimming pool and what to view arrangement and the ambience. Then I looked for the menu in Nyama Yameka. So I know those details, and I promised myself, or maybe say you promise yourself that you got that place X over the weekend, say on a Friday evening. Then you reach. Let me ask a question. What are the chances that you may order the goat's meat or the meal? What are the chances already? Pardon? High, over 80, let me say even 95. Oshegede. Mbogenda kulyayo because wakala bakafo ebeyo jimanyi tekutiisa oshegede. Nze mangenda ku Javas manya byengenda okukola yo. You understand? Most of those days you don't just drag me to Javas for an appointment at any time. I know that I am going to go to Javas maybe in the morning at breakfast. And breakfast ends at midday. So latest I can go there is 11:30. Why am I going? Why am I targeting the time? I want to fall within my purchase power because I know the breakfast combos will not exceed 40,000. Not so. So I am ready to spend the 40,000 or unless. When you fall into one time, I remember I invited a prospect and a lady, and I told her to meet me at Javas at 11. And then she said, I am getting late, sorry. She kept apologizing. And in my mind, I was like, this girl has killed me because I'd planned that if I spend money on 2 breakfasts, that will be not more than 70,000. Okay? And then, because I think it's around 35 or something like that. So, then the girl is not coming. I ordered my breakfast and I ate. And then she was telling me she was coming. When I saw it clocking towards midday, because my pocket could not sustain a lunch meal. But I can't manage to do weba kombo kuliko necho kunywa ogenze mu 5. Sibo chiri. Nengamba I had 1 hour with you from 11 to midday. I have another appointment right now. Can we reschedule for tomorrow 10 a.m. watch? Otherwise, bali bagenda kola chi? Kunjo ze sebintu oshegede because says nina muzaite zimala kusasula lunch combo 2 oba lunch combo ne breakfast nina musende ngazima sasula breakfast 2 laba wajja mu lunch hour na nyingirira. You get the point? Kati ye yatapalinga with my purchase power. But I'm telling you, when someone sits at a restaurant, they are ready to order. The purchase power is there, about 95%. Then when a waitress comes and brings the menu ajileta siwe chini ne according to you tugambye oba wajikoze echi oba wajise muda siwe chini wobuza waitress a question nomubuza nti enyama ndaba wano yena kitundu naye banyingi. Does that question mean that you want to back out? Hello, does it mean that you want to back out and not buy? No. Does that question mean that you are not contented, you are not satisfied, you want to back out? No. But then it becomes arrogant of the what? Of the waitress to begin answering in a logical manner other than what? An emotional one. You understand, eh? Because it is not that I don't want to buy. What am I looking for? I am looking for reassurance. You get the point? I'm looking for confidence points. Tell me how I will feel. Ochegede, omwagamba, sha, gomanya abantu abalidde wano. Oyayinza kukanga, kati wayogera gomanya abantu abalidde wano. Abadde ku 95 osobola okudda ku 90. Ochegede, abatandise okusira, yalowooza akuddamu. You get the point? Naye nga ate, she could as well say, mukama wange, ennyama togenda nagimalawo. obungi ne mala togenda gimala. In fact abantu batagiye abantu bameka basatu togenda kuddamu kulya paka ncha. So you are giving her a feel of what is going to be delivered when she consumes, when you give it, no, the white is giving you a feel of what you're going to get when you consume the plate of what? Of meat. You understand? Something like that. I'm not going to think for you. I'm going to guide you onto thinking. Translate this information to the way you're doing your business. The numbers that's why people prefer to make sales, offer to people to recruit is where they think that when a customer gives an objection, they think they are negative. We become negative before our clients. Yet our clients are just asking questions of reassurance. It is just like the nyama question. And then something like that. And because so I want you to look at all those objections not as rejections, but as statements that ask you for reassurance from your what? From your clients or from your prospects. Are you together? Are you together? Tulifena omuntu wajja ewo ngenkuba emaze okutonya. This one I'm going to translate. English is I'm even suffering with this English of Chimera. Omuntu wajja ewo ngenkuba emaze okutonya nyingi. Nagamba ena akaso yako inokakyusa. Oshegede, what's the first question? Bikwatako. Sajjago na. Mukwana gwo mbuza bikwatako. Akaso yako inokakyusa. Very good. Agambye atya? Answer to Lwaki. Lwaki. Oshegede, lwaki. Kati nja atumuddemu nga tugoberera ebintu byo nkoze eki byenjogedde. Lwaki. Logical, tugende. Lwaki.